Okay, so I got my hair cut. I like it. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, you know. I haven't really made a video in a while, but I just thought I'd go ahead and do one today. I haven't really done much to my hair today, so I haven't really straightened it and stuff, but on to the point of this video today. So I wanted to make a video about gender fluid. Yeah. It's gonna be a little difficult, I guess, to explain because it's difficult for me to grasp sometimes on myself. But there are very many different types of genders. You know, growing up, we're taught that gender is when you have, you know, these or this, or you get my gist, parts, or sex parts, or body. Well, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, I mean, it's different for everyone, I guess, but here, I believe, and in here, I believe that it's more so how you feel about yourself. So, say, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with how you dress or something like that. It's how you feel about yourself. And I mean, it's kind of hard to understand if you're not gender fluid, because but it's pretty much just having a feeling inside where you kind of know that you're gender fluid. Like, you just kind of like, you feel like a different, like, you feel like a different thing. Like, say I'm, alright, for me, my parts make me female. Well, I feel male sometimes, and sometimes I feel female. And then other times I feel both, or I get confused, or I feel other different types of genders that are confusing to me. So it hurts, and it makes me really depressed sometimes, and I get pretty upset about it. But it's just a part of who I am. So my wardrobe changes. Well, sometimes it tends to. I mean, most of the time I don't necessarily care, but I'm more of a masculine type. So I like the idea of, whoops, sorry about that. I like the idea of dressing masculine, but I do have my days where I feel masculine, and I have my days where I'm feminine. So pretty much being a gender fluid is when you have a scale. Say I have here feminism, and then here I have masculinity. Some days I'm here, but most of the time I'm here. See, usually though, I don't come all the way down the line. Some people do. Some people go back and forth, back and forth. For me, I come to about here, maybe here sometimes, but then I go back. And I can't really control when I feel the way I do. So when it comes to some days, I'll wake up and I'll be like right here, and some days I'll be right here. Some days I'll be right here. So it tends to change sometimes. And for some people, you know, like, it's the opposite. So sometimes they're usually here, they're feminine. Sometimes they'll be here, and sometimes they'll be here. Sometimes they'll even be here. Sometimes they'll go all the way. But for me, I don't personally go the whole way down. So I usually stay more masculine. So that's pretty much what being a gender fluid is. You know, there's just tons and tons and tons of different types of genders out there. So, I mean, bi-gender, and just tons. Like, you can just study all of them, I guess. It took me a little while to identify with it, you know, so I was nervous about it at first. But once I finally started studying about gender, because for me at first, I didn't know what it was, and I had been like this my whole life where I would dress differently, and I'd feel different, and I even considered getting sex change at points in my life because I thought that that could help me out. But then there's a part of me that's just like, I want to do that, but sometimes I still feel feminine, so I don't think that I can handle it because I'm both. You know, I'm both, so I can't. And then I had to teach myself that it's not about your parts, it's about what's in here, so I'm fine with what I have. I mean, I think probably in the future I'm going to get my breasts removed because it's the one part of me that I'm very self-conscious about, and, you know, but some people are different about that. But I don't know, it's all for the future. This is 2. Wow. Anyway, 2. Maybe my phone's gender fluid. But yeah, so that's pretty much gender fluid. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. But yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I have like short-term memory loss. But in case you can't tell, I'm kind of feminine mood today. Here, it changes so much, it's confusing. But oh, before I knew what gender fluid was, I was so terrified. Like, there'd be times where I'd cry because it would even interfere with my sexuality. I'm a lesbian, but it would interfere with my sexuality sometimes because when I feel masculine, you know, I used to think that I was into guys the way I was because I get along with them and such forth. And that's really, like that's the thing I was raised to do. I was raised to think that I was supposed to be the guy. So, you know, it took my masculinity away, and I felt uncomfortable, and it just scared me a little bit. And then sometimes I felt like I was too feminine to be a girl because I was caught up in stereotypes, and all those stereotypes, because I didn't take time to study, so all the stereotypes kind of messed with me, and it was kind of scaring me a little bit at the time because I didn't understand the whole femme and stud thing, and I didn't understand how sometimes there's a femme and a stud and a stud. So I was all caught up in like the world's perception towards the LBG community, and yeah, so now that I know that, it's kind of helped me out a little bit, and now that I kind of caught all this stuff down, it's helped a lot. So that's pretty much for the video. So yeah, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, you can kick me. I always put my kick there. You can comment, so like, and I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. And this time I hopefully will be making another video soon. I think I'm actually going to be making one again, like in a few minutes, because there was something else I wanted to throw down, but I don't know exactly if I'm going to be able to do that tonight. So we'll see. Until then, peace.